Okay, John Cena addressed the crowd following his actions towards Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber for the first time in Brussels. Kicked off the show, made the most sense, and he came out swinging. He was letting the crowd have it. I have not seen this side of Cena in quite some time, blaming the fans for making him a puppet for all these years, and the just it felt so like it was awesome. You go.
I
'Cause
have to ask though, like before even saying, did you anticipate this was the direction he was going to go in?
No, and that's why I liked it. It was
Okay.
a lot of what I'm hearing is that it was so old school, basic heel. It's a heel of you people, not heel towards another superstar. And it can be overdrawn, which agreed, it can be. But for this instance, it makes the most sense. It,
Yeah.
for what this heel turn is, it makes the most sense. And for what John Cena was to the fans for over 20 years,
Mhm.
yes, he has every right to be fed up with the people. And what he was saying was so just not him whining and saying how what do we want? New heel turns coming. What are we gonna get? And
Mhm.
you're not getting a new gear. I don't dress like you. You dress like me.
Mhm.
And then no music, no new music because that's my voice.
I
No
love
one could
that.
take that from me. He said that. I was like, okay, no, I like
I
that
told you I
better.
didn't think he needed to change his
And
music.
then and then Sarah,
He broke up with me.
he point at the kid,
Oh my god.
the little kid. He said,
We
"I
have
love you, John Cena."
we
And he
have a
goes,
Cena
especially
kid.
that kid. We have a
Yeah.
Cena kid
Instead
now.
of the Miz girl, it's the Cena boy.
The Cena kid
Mhm.
is told that he is the epitome of an abusive, toxic relationship. And then they pan to the kid, and the kid looks like he was just told he's not going to Disney World.
Gosh.
And it was awesome.
I I think when I was watching it, I was like kind of unsure how I felt. And I think part of it was because like like we just said, we I don't think we really knew what direction he was going to take with this heel turn. The assumption is he's going to come out and trash Cody. That's what you think because it's like that's the
I
easy
thought
thing,
that's
right?
yeah.
Um and I think that's kind of why I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I think that it does make the most sense, um, given obviously his history and how much he has done for the fans. And then you can even talk about the retirement tour. That's not for John Cena. That's for the fans. And the fans have been even more loud and demanding with what they want to see because it's like, all right, this is Cena's last year. I need to see him
Mhm.
win 17. I need to see him against this guy and this guy and this guy. I need to see him do this. I need to, like there's a lot of room for him to use that argument for why he did what he did. And Cody is just collateral damage. It wouldn't matter who the champion was because he would maybe the argument is I would have done it no matter who was the champion.
Mhm.
And it kind of feels like that might be what they're trying to do because him and Cody did not really have any back and forth. Cody came out afterwards, said whatever, left. Cena didn't say anything. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how they build upon that because they could pivot and be like, okay, this is the first block of like Cena's going to come out here and be like, I am the bad guy because you made me the bad guy. But he can also come out and be like, no, F Cody.
Mhm.
Like you can't take ownership of this company that I built and it's on my back. Like I was the guy for however long, blah, blah, blah. Like he can go after Cody. And I think that they might have to do that eventually.
They're going to. There's 3 weeks left. This
Yeah.
was the perfect way to plant the seeds for their match at Mania. Don't come out swinging immediately
Yeah.
with Cena making comments about Cody and what he thinks of Cody as the champion. This is not a heel turn towards Cody. This is a heel turn, him turning his back on the WWE universe. We need to address them first. And he did
Mm-hmm.
that very well, to be honest. Like I was blown away by it just because of how accurate he kind of was.
Well, and I would say before I move on to the other thing, if you've seen the reactions from kids,
Oh my
also
god, it's awesome. Oh my god,
my
I
nephew, I get to see
love.
it like front and center, right? Like with my nephew, because he saw the beat down at Elimination Chamber, very upset. Did not cry, close to it, but did not cry. Then he saw what Cena was saying about Cody, and he was pissed. He was so mad that he was saying all of that about the fans. And so I just think that's obviously like you're doing good if Cena's able to like
My
affect
god.
kids in that way, you know? But I also think what's interesting, because some people were saying that they were not thrilled with Cena not mentioning The Rock. And I think that just
Who
goes
cares?
exactly into the same thing of like what we were just saying is like, you can't do that yet. We need to just have him come out and explain the root of why he did what he did, because this is so beyond the John Cena that we have gotten to know and love over the past 20, 25 years. There has to be like a deeper rooted reason for him to join forces with his former biggest rival and turn on the guy that he's already put over more than once. So it's like this is that explanation that we would all be asking for had he done, oh, I hate Cody, Cody sucks, and I paired up with The Rock because of this and blah blah blah. We would all be like, there has to be a different reason because that doesn't make sense. We've got that first. So now I'm just curious to be like, okay, we know the direction he can kind of go in addressing, you know, why Cody, or was it a personal attack on Cody? I'm curious to see what he has to say about The Rock. But like you said, it might not be something that we hear about just yet because there is 3-4 weeks until Mania. And also, maybe The Rock has to be there for them to like discuss it.
The we don't need to hear about The Rock right now. We need to hear there's so many other steps that need to happen before we get to why John Cena chose to sell his soul to The Rock, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, like, you knew that when Cena came out, he had to address the fans. And Cody coming out to tie it up in a bow, great job. I really didn't want to hear much else from Cody yet because
Mm-hmm.
we have 3 weeks till the show,
I think
or
4.
4 weeks,
Yeah.
4 weeks till the show.
Mm-hmm.
We have time. Like, you don't go to a restaurant and immediately order dessert. I
Yeah.
don't. I like to get a drink first, maybe an appetizer. Like, that's what I'm saying. You have to think of it in steps. Wrestling is a story. You don't
Mm-hmm.
just read chapter 1 and then you're immediately at chapter 47 and know
Mm-hmm.
the ending. You
Yeah.
have to go through it, and that's what this whole, this what this story is going to be.
Yep.